Good morning, Michiana. After 3 weeks of conference play, two teams stand alone atop the Northern Lakes Conference. For 10 years, Bart Curtis called Mishawaka home, and he guided the Caveman football program out of mediocrity, leading them to 6 sectional titles and a trip to state in 2012. Well, last night, former Mishawaka head coach led Warsaw into Steel Stadium, and man, to face his former team with first place on the line in the NLC. There's Coach Curtis, and his team was locked into a tight ball game, 7-3 in the second. But then Mishawaka finishes the half on the tear. Brady Fisher keeping it himself, taking off for a 25-yard touchdown, and Mishawaka opens up a 14-3 lead late in the first half. Now the Cavemen would hold Warsaw to a 3-and-out, and then they do something we don't really see that frequently from these two teams, and that is throw the ball. And it's a good one. Fisher hits Ethan Bryce along the far sideline, and check out the run. Bryce jukes a couple of would-be tacklers and lunges into the end zone. He is in. 62 yards on the score. Mishawaka turns a 4-point lead into 17 in just a few minutes as the Cavemen go on to win 34-11. They have sole possession of first place in the Northern Lakes Conference. As we turn our attention to the NIC, South Bend Riley is 5-0, their best start since the 60s, 1965 if we want to be exact. The Cats started 6-0 that year, finished 8-2. Last night they could equal that 6-0 start by beating South Bend Washington. Now Southside, stand up. It was Riley's first home game of the year, and they got right to it. First play of the game, Austin White, plenty of time, firing downfield. Marvin Schindler giving a little stutter to beat the last man for the 53-yard touchdown. The Wildcats striking first, and then here comes the defense. Washington in the red zone. It's Eustacio Williams, the over-the-shoulder interception, and Riley would not take their foot off the gas. They storm right back down. Dominic Jolly gets the handoff, splits 2 defenders, has the gap to the pylon for 6. The Wildcats shut out Washington 26-0. They are 6-0 for the first time since 1965. Marion won a thriller in overtime last week to pick up its second win of the season. A tougher test Friday night, however, with 6A number 11 Penn visiting Oltolski Field. It's Penn's Wild Bunch defense that draws first blood. Marion looked to pass, and it's intercepted by Dominic Bonner. That's not all. Bonner stays on his feet, takes it the other way for a pick 6 to put the Kingsmen up 7-0 in the first quarter. Their defense would get right back out on the field, and more of the same. Have a night. Dominic Bonner, his second interception in as many drives, and that sets up Penn with a short field. They're going to go ahead and cash in. It's Nolan McCullough firing to Kellen Watson. Takes a couple of tackles and takes it in for 6. All Penn in this one is the Kingsmen win 41-13 to improve to 2-0 in the NIC, 5-1 overall. Now, St. Joe lost a heartbreaker last Friday to New Prairie. They're visiting Elkhart last night. St. Joe trailing 9 in the second quarter, and on the doorstep, they're going to run the ball, but it's to Martier Morris punching the ball 3, and it's the Lions pouncing on it. Now, they were without their quarterback, Quinn Ross, with an injury, so it's sophomore Chase Bussard hitting Nathan Munson on the swing pass. Great block right there from Zach Anderson, and Munson sets the Jets, lets loose. 77 yards to the residents for Elkhart to jump ahead 26-10 at the half, en route to the Lions picking up their first NIC victory 26-17 over St. Joe. Now, New Prairie hasn't lost since week 1. They were visiting South Bend Adams. We joined them in the second quarter. New Prairie leading. Adams back to punt, and New Prairie's Reese Lapsinski fields it on the other side of the 50. A little spin move. Where's he going to go? Okay, we'll go to the other side now. And he is off and running. He's got the bodyguards in front of him, and he is going to the club. That's for 6 points right there. 53 yards on the touchdown, and it is 27-0, and Lapsinski had a big night. Still in the second quarter, Marshall Kamichek hits Lapsinski as he slides into the backside of the end zone to make it 35-0. The Cougars winning big over the Eagles, 49-0. And to see all the scores and plays last night, just visit our website, wsbt.com, for everything Friday Night Football Fever. And Pete and I will be back tonight with full highlights, post-game reaction and analysis from the top 10 meeting between Notre Dame and Ohio State. But that'll do it for your sports this morning. In the studio, I'm Bennett Wise, WSBT 22 Sports.
I'm Pete Byrne for WSBT-22 News. For more local high school sports stories, like and subscribe to the WSBT-22 YouTube page. Thanks for watching.